13 is at lock. International numbers 5'8", wearing number 6. Clayton Friend is the half-back. Then the pack, the football.
32 metres out from the New Zealand line. Steve Roach up to the quarter. Now to Murray, switching the point of attack. This is Dowling. Able to offload to Peter Wynn. Caught by Friend. Mark Graham in there to assist. Lewis. And to Pearce. Pearce out of one. Pearce into the corner. Trying to get the pass back inside. To Chris Close. Wasn't able to do so. But attack now from Australia. As Revo got it back. And there's a try. Chris Close is in to score. Chris Close in to score the first try for Australia. And it happened all so quickly.
Again by getting them off the tackled man.
So now for the first time the Kiwis have the ball just outside the Australian quarter. Let's see what they can put on. Mark Graham running very strongly to take play inside the Australian quarter. Back to Friend. On to Kevin Tamati. A strong customer. Friend again. Owen Wright. Plays front row or second row, this fellow. Friend switching the point of attack. With a pass out for Kevin Tamati. But again, Australian defence equal to the occasion. Friend again, on his own. And looking for support too as he took the tackle, but there was no runner there. 10 metres out. Filipinas' bomb is in the air. A lot of chasers. It's up and it's a try! That is a try! Hugh McGann has scored for New Zealand. Well, that was an excellent bomb from Filipina and Howie Tamati around his ankles. A dummy from Kinescu. And he'll play it, but now they're inside the New Zealand quarter. Win dummy half. Out to Murray, to Meninga. Gary Jacks into the back line and getting a pass out to Revo. Revo for the line. And what's the referee going to do? He's going to award a try. Well, he took a long time to consider that one. But that was
Australia's ball. Mark Murray goes out to... Oh, to Gary Jack. Gary Jack's open him up again. And just the fence there from O'Hara brought him down, but Gary Jack having a blinder tonight. Now it's Murray, on to Lewis. Lewis for the long floating pass out for Meninga. Meninga tries to unload, he goes, they let him go. Well, that's a mistake, you can't hang off of it. With Meninga's size, he's too big and strong. New Zealand have to tackle. Australia now on the attack again. Goes on to Roach. And Roach...
now. Graham. Oh, he's put down in a very hefty tackle. Lost the ball too. Picked up by Dowling, who's played it forward. And Graham has not moved from the spot that he was tackled. He went down like a sack of potatoes. Short of the halfway mark. Back for Friend. Play revolves a lot around Friend. Here's Graham. Well, he seems to be okay now. He's looking for a support, but it wasn't there. But they're inside Australia's half. Friend is a dummy half from that position. He's made 10. He's made 15. Still going. Friend. The fullback to meet. He's trying to get away from Gary Jack. Jack takes him. Oh, good run from the New Zealand halfback. Last tackle signal for the Kiwis. What can they do with it? Graham has it. The kick in the air across the goal mouth. Up goes Lewis. New Zealand have it, do they? Now Australia has it. Well, looking very dangerous, New Zealand. That was a fine run from the halfback, Clayton Friend. Darryl, he's had a good game.
Certainly has, and you know, you go back to 2 years ago when Shane Varley was an unknown halfback in this side, and he went on to win man of the match, and we may have found a new fellow here in Clayton Friend. He's nippy, very clever, and has got quite a big step for a little man too, Alan.
Yes, I said before I thought he was a good player, but too bad Mrs. Roach missed a very bad tackle there, and they've got to put their tackles down when they're defending Australia.
Right, Australia now inside their 22, goes back for Gary Jack, puts it in the air. Kemble is back to cover for it. Oh, and dives for it, Kemble. And was lucky to get away with that one. Brings it back to the halfway. Unloads very quickly to Dean Bell. Dean Bell puts on a post. Dean Bell gets around Revo. He flicks it back for Prime, but Prime couldn't take it. Now he gets it. Gets it on the last and Filipina. And Filipina will score for New Zealand.
they get in the opposition's quarter looks so dangerous. The defence on both sides has been found wanting in that area. Here's Lewis with a run around from Murray, and back to Cleal, linking up with Gary Jack, and able to get the pass back to Pearce. Inside goes Ferguson. Ferguson caught 3 metres short of the Kiwi line. Kinescu looking to his right, but going himself. Desperately close to the line. Ferguson dummy half. Cross to Rebo. What's he doing in there? Out to Pearce. Pearce back to Lewis. Now to Murray. Now to Roach. And back it goes for Crusher Cleal. He's in the score. Well, again, the defence found wanting in that in-goal area. And there's a punch up in the middle. Well, punches being thrown from both sides. This game has been simmering for some time, and there's pushing and shoving. What's going on? Haven't they heard of the Anzus Treaty? Well, somewhere in there's the referee. Where's Monsieur Rasconier? What's he going to do here? There he is in the middle. Well,
He's going back to what he was doing before.
that's exactly right. He's Kinescu dummy half. Getting it back to Lewis. He saw the open spaces, went for the line, and has got to bounce it. Very nearly found it too, but it was Gary Prome who picked it up, got it back to Kemble, and Kemble caught right on the halfway mark. Prome dummy half. Cross to Friend and Lualai, and then on to Filipina into a gap. Filipina over the halfway mark, getting up towards the quarter line before he's finally put down and losing the ball. Tackle count restarted from referee Rasconier as New Zealand spin it. Tamati plays it. Dean Bell. Straight up the middle. Straight up the middle goes Bell. He's going to score. Dean Bell underneath the post. Well, that came from nothing. That came from absolutely nothing.
Australian ball. Ferguson explodes onto the ball, Ferguson, and he's wrapped up very quickly, though, by Dane O'Hara. Murray, a dummy half. Unloads this time to Pearce. Pearce now runs across. Oh, there's a big tackle from Filipina. He buried Pearce.
Filipina rides him into the ground. Cross to Murray, Lewis, Pearce, Meninga. Quick hands for Ferguson. Ferguson's got around his opposite number. Down the touchline goes Fergo. But he's finally caught and held. But he's inside the quarter penalty, Australia. And again, referee. Well, here's Dowling. We talk about strong. This ball is very, very tough and strong. And he's only 3 metres out. Australia raiding away at the Kiwi line. There goes Crusher Cleal. The one-hander pass for Ferguson. Ferguson for the line. Short of the line. Only just short. Crowd didn't think so, but he certainly was. Picture Solis. Now Kinescu. 6 tackles to go. Touched by the Kiwis. Here's Wynn. Across for Dowling to Murray. 2 metres out maybe. Kinescu dummy half. Back to Pearce, to Lewis. The floater for Chris Close. Out of one. Still going close for the line. And reaches out and is just short. Referee Rasconier on the spot said no. Plays it to Meninga. Scoop back for Lewis. On it goes to Pearce. He's made a mess of it. Picked up by Gary Campbell for the Kiwis. They could have done without that penalty. Kicked it backwards to give themselves some more room. 10 metres out. Kinescu takes the tap. Giving it back to Roach. To Dowling. Sustained attack from Australia. Can the New Zealand defence weather it or not?
They run it at them here. They must score.
Back to Murray. Now to Lewis. Meninga's waiting to run off Lewis, but Lewis takes the tackle. 10 metres out. To Win. Back inside for Roach. The big fella must score. To stop at the best of times, Steve.
The halfway line now, New Zealand. 20 all. 5th tackle. His friend puts a little chip over, follows it through, but it's taken by Chris Close. And he's taken pretty hard too by Friend, one of the smallest men on the field. And the referee says, wait a minute. 3 Australians. Play it back to his cousin, Howie. Howie Tamati gets it on to Friend. Friend very quickly through Filipina. Filipina to James Lualai. But look at them wrap him up. Lualai, they're driving back. They've lost the ball to Australia, have it? Well, that's bad play from New Zealand.
Big tackle by Lewis. Big chance for Australia here.
Mal Meninga crashes into the 22. So Australia with a chance now. Scores locked at 20-all. Peter Wynn takes the settler. Now Australia will line out deep here. They must run it. Canescu unloads quickly. Oh, there's huge hit from Dowling. That was a big hit, and he went down, the big man. Lewis and Murray with a little run around. There's Gary Jack now into the movement. Gary Jack gets it back to Meninga. Meninga dancing, trying to unload. The referee very quickly on that and has given a penalty to New Zealand. Bell was the man he's called out. Well, he didn't miss the wrong man at all. There was the high tackle. Peter Winner's got it, but he's going to put down another scrum. He's moving them over. He's calling them out, actually. He can't get the scrum to pack down and go in tight, Alan. Having a lot of trouble.
I can never understand these scrums too much, Darryl, but all I can say is that if Australia gets this ball, he's giving them an order.
He's given them both. Both hookers have gone to the sin bin for 5 minutes. I don't know who's hooking in there. We'll have a look. Right, here's Gary Jack. Australia have a replacement warming up too. Peter Tunks is warming up.
It this way, Darryl, it's on.
Yes, there's plenty of players there, but they're having trouble just getting that first and second ball off the ruck. Again, see, this New Zealand defence comes and smothers it very quickly.
There's space here now, though.
Now they bolt. This is Meninga. Meninga's taken play just 10 metres out. He's trying to unload. Does so to Cleal. Cleal starts to step and heads for the line. Cleal, but they rev him up. He's still going. Why, geez, he's like a bally bull when he gets going, this fellow. He had a standing start and almost went in. Meninga now clears it very quickly to Lewis. Lewis flicks one out. That's Pearce. Pearce finds Rebo. Rebo heading for the line and he'll score for Australia in the corner. Rebo has gone in and that's broken the deadlock. Australia has scored and they are delighted. Wally Lewis goes up in the air and hugs fellow Queenslander Johnny Rebo. And kick from the junction of the 22 and the touchline and has kicked it. Have a look at it with us. There it goes, a magnificent kick. Well, Meninga out of form, Rebo in when you think he last kicked at Newtown, Western Manly and Sydney. That was a good one, Ian.
What a fitting reward.
Down here between the two sides. Players in trying to settle it down, but there's a lot of biff going on. Howie Tamati is in there, Roach is in there. Well, Roach is throwing him like a heavyweight. I don't think they're doing too much damage at this stage. That's Kevin Tamati. He's a pretty fiery customer too. Tunks has got involved. All the big men are there. Ricky Cohen.
Yeah, Tunks would have been better served spending his energy hanging on to that last pass. That was bad play by Tunks. I mean, there's a couple of minutes to go. 1:39 on the clock.
Kevin Tamati coming out. Roach coming out for Australia. He's pointed off. He's given them 10 minutes, so they'll both won't come back now. That's Tamati and Dowling have gone off in the sin bin for 10 minutes.
They'll get all the hot water, Darryl.
Dowling having a fair bit to say, and Tamati, well, he's got a smile on his face, and they're still arguing as they go out the door. Dowling is giving him a shove. The fingers are going. They might carry this on in the shower room. Dowling, oh, and it's on again. It's on again. Dowling gave him one, and Tamati came back, and this is disgusting. Really, they're fighting now right in front of the crowd off the field of play. The teammates are going out. That's McGann, the captain. He wants to try and stop it. Referee is saying, get back here. We'll fix this.
McGann's got to be stupid. It's got nothing to do with the referee. They're off the paddock. It's a police job now.
Well, that is not good for the game, Alan Jones.
No, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous play also by McGann.
Not the sort of example young viewers and young people that play the game should see. I mean, both players have been sent from the field. There was a push and shove as they went into the tunnel, and it was on again.
I couldn't believe McGann, the New Zealand captain, wanting to follow them off.
All right, we're back to the football now. The scoreline reads 26 points to 20 Australia over New Zealand. The penalty, well, this is ridiculous. I mean, Lewis is trying to settle the Australians down. Sorensen's got involved now. He's called time off again. He's already awarded a penalty to New Zealand. Now he says time on. Let's come back and play some football. Filipina puts it up in the air. New Zealand, their last chance. If they can get the ball, they've got it. But can't do anything with it. Dean Bell will play it. Comes back to Friend, a dummy half. Now he looks. He switches the point of attack to Filipina. He puts a long floating pass out for Sorensen. Sorensen just handballs it basketball style, and that wasn't good football.
Australia ought to get across here, though.
Now it's Eli, the replacement. He opens up. They get it quickly back to McGahn. Friend will come onto it. He gets it onto Dean Bell. Dean Bell kicks it. And it's all over. The kids are pouring onto the ground as Gary Jack goes up. Well, the kids are pouring on, and really the ball has just gone dead. That is not good, Alan Jones.
No, that's terrible. The ball was still in play. Very good play by Pearce, though, calling to the whole pack to spread the defence.
Full-time score, Australia 26 have defeated